Alright guys, look at this little bite-sized engine right there. 13B rotor came from that hole right there. We got the turbo opened up. This is the front turbo. That was a little bit of a condensation oil and carbon buildup in here. This is pretty much is all kind of clean. This is the back turbo. So I kind of opened this up already. Gonna show you guys what it looked like. So basically it was just very much like installed like this. I took it off. There's like 7 bolts right here with brackets, and this 2-piece came off, and there's a big retainer right here. This retainer right here, it locks the internal housing to this compressor housing. So took that out, and then now this is what it looked like on the inside. There's a lot of dirt in here and carbon. This is the intake side, and this is the exhaust side. So I took the nut out already right here. Took that nut, and this wheel on the front will come out. Look at that. This is just needs some cleaning. And then the exhaust impeller with the shaft is out. Look at that. Jesus Christ. We're gonna clean all this up. Look at those carbon right there build up. This is from the PCV system. It still have the internal PCV system breather on this thing. It breathes out from the filler neck of the oil going into the turbo. It sucks the air with the oil contamination. It goes in here. So that's why we're gonna need the catch can on this when we put it back, so that this doesn't happen again. So we're gonna clean this up, and then we'll put it back, everything together. Alright guys, so we cleaned the hell out of this internal turbo parts right here. Lots of sanding, lots of brake cleans, and blasting with air. Get all this carbon out. Okay, you can see it's all nice and clean, a little shiny than compared to the other one earlier. Clean the hell out of this thing. The shaft, we put lubes in there, clean this thing. There's a lot of carbon buildup right here on the back of this exhaust propeller. Okay, so we'll just quickly assemble this in. Don't forget this little pin right here on the intake side. Put it in here. There's a snap ring right here. Make sure get that out when you clean it. That snap ring will sit in place to this housing in here. We'll push it in so it will snap. There we go. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put this little retainer right here. Put that in first, and then put the shaft in. Snap in place. Alright, next, here's the propeller right here for the intake side. A lot of scratch brights on this, and then on each blade, lots of scratch brights. Just getting all those carbon and dirt and mud out. We'll go in here. Let's give a good clean on this. Make sure you get that retainer in here, and then you put this one in. And then the nut to lock it in place. Alright, 18 mil on this nut right here. And then 13 mil on the other side. Here we go, snug it up. Then give a test. Spin it. Make sure it's not hitting on or binding or anything. I think we're gonna need a little bit more. There. That's it, guys. This will how it get compressed when you install it to the outer housing on there. It would be nice and steady, but other than that, this is perfect. There you go. Refurbish, reman, clean. We'll clean the rest of the outer housing, all that carbon out, and then the intake side as well. Clean the intake outer housing in here. It's all dirt and mud right there, just nasty. Clean that up, and then we'll install it back together. Alright guys, so this is almost coming out of here, the internal and the external housing of this turbo, the back side of the turbo. It's because there's a lot of dirt and dry mud and oil on here, and what else, little things, you know, dry oil. So it's just tough to come out, but now I'm gonna rock it back and forth, and then it's slowly coming out of here. And there we go. Look at that. There's a line mark right here from the impeller. You can see because this thing is wobbling. It was a little loose. So hopefully we could fix that. We'll take this apart. Clean the inside. Make sure when we install it, it's nice and tight. So it's not gonna move up and down, so that there's no play, you know. So just same thing on the other side. We'll do exact same thing. Clean it, internal, external, the intake and the exhaust of this turbo. So make sure wear thick gloves here. We're gonna take out this impeller, the intake one. The exhaust stay with the shaft. So wear gloves and then just keep spinning the upper one. And spray some PV blast or penetrating fluid on the tip here, so that this impeller will come out easy than you used to. Just keep spinning it, the top, get the bottom one stationary, and this will be slowly coming out. You can see we got lots of movement here now. Alright, it's almost done. See, the tip is going in there, and then this impeller will come out nice and easy.